Knowing what I saw, which was you had this sort of air of expectation that you are always going to do the right thing. You would never get into trouble. You would never speak back. There was the perception from your parents and all the older folk in the church that that's something Randall doesn't do. So aligning myself with you was beneficial to me as well, because it's like, oh no,
take advantage of your friends, eh?
No, you have to. It was beneficial to me as well, because then it's like, oh, okay, they together, it's fine. So like there would be times when we would go out, like to the mall or whatever, and I would just tell my mom, oh no, Randall's dad is taking us, or Randall's brother's taking us. Like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. And then that's the end of the discussion.
They're not even with you in there. You said use their name.
What was it like living up to, or having to live up to that expectation, whether it was real or not, or whether it was visible to you or not?
I actually loved going to, or at least for the most part, I loved going to being in the band. Playing on Sundays. I didn't have the list to be able, the desire to be able to be in gangsterism or to do drugs, man. I think that was a big reason why it was okay for me to be, under the roof, doing therapy and just discussing with a therapist my journey. I realized that the expectation of the social and the cultural expectations of being in a pastor's household, it also created a level of perfectionism, whether good or bad. Also,
I can definitely see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that in you.
And I also see there's also a level of people pleasing that I, just looking back, that I realized also occurred because of the fact that when you work in the church, especially if you're an empath as well, like to make sure other people are okay, and you put other people's needs before your own, and it expounds when you are in the church, because that's what the church is all about, making sure that the people is good, especially when you're in leadership. And I think it created a level of people pleasing that I only detected once I came here to Canada, and I realized, wow, I put everyone's needs before mine, and I'm genuinely a nice guy, but it's almost like the nice guy was it was almost like it was blown out too far. I didn't have
that nice guy could be argued, eh? But I'll let you finish.
Yeah, please tell me, because I don't know what arguing what. Yeah. I think a part of also the reason why I had the temperament to always just a nice guy was because of the books that I really consumed myself with, like books with like John C. Maxwell, Miles Monroe, and they're always the self-development books, and they always say, just go above and beyond, and they just have that element of not leading with your title, but leading with your heart, man. But I think there had to be that balance, which I wish there was. But now I'm glad I know that it's not all about. At the end of the day, it's not all about pleasing others and making others. You have to have that balance. That's, hey, how are you doing internally?
Yeah.